Welcome to HR for Line Managers series with Monday Thompson. In this video, we explore how to lead people, develop talent, and deliver results using practical strategies and real-world tools. Welcome to episode 6 of HR for Line Managers. In this episode, we will focus on employee engagement and motivation, and how line managers can build trust, energy, and commitment in their teams. Employee engagement is not just about happiness at work. It is about the level of emotional commitment, involvement, and energy employees bring to their role, their team, and the organization. Motivation is what influences people to take action, give effort, stay focused, and continue performing even when work becomes challenging. Many organizations run engagement surveys, well-being campaigns, and recognition programs. But the daily experience of engagement is often shaped by the line manager. Employees may join an organization because of the brand, salary, or opportunity. But their day-to-day motivation is strongly influenced by how they are managed, supported, listened to, and recognized. A line manager has direct influence over communication, fairness, recognition, workload, trust, team atmosphere, and whether employees feel valued. When engagement is strong, people are more likely to contribute ideas, support team goals, solve problems, serve customers well, and stay committed during change. When engagement is weak, people may still attend work, but they may bring less energy, less creativity, less ownership, and less commitment. In this episode, we will cover 8 engagement and motivation responsibilities for line managers: communication, trust, recognition, involvement, fairness, workload, purpose, and team climate. The first responsibility is communication. Communication is one of the strongest drivers of employee engagement because people want to understand what is happening, what is expected, and why it matters. Poor communication creates confusion, rumors, and frustration. When employees do not receive clear information, they often fill the gap with assumptions. A line manager should communicate team priorities, business updates, performance expectations, changes, decisions, and reasons behind decisions as clearly as possible. Communication should not only flow from manager to employee. Good managers also listen. They create opportunities for employees to ask questions, raise concerns, and share ideas. A simple engagement question every manager can ask is, what is one thing making your work harder than it needs to be? The second responsibility is building trust. Trust is the foundation of engagement. Employees are more likely to commit when they believe their manager is honest, fair, and reliable. Trust is built through consistent behavior. A manager builds trust by keeping promises, being honest, treating people fairly, respecting confidentiality, and doing what they say they will do. Trust is damaged when managers say one thing and do another, show favoritism, avoid difficult issues, or fail to protect employees from unfair treatment. Employees do not expect managers to be perfect, but they do expect managers to be honest, respectful, and consistent. The third responsibility is recognition. Recognition is one of the simplest but most powerful ways managers can motivate employees. Recognition tells employees that their effort matters. It reinforces the behaviors, standards, and contributions the manager wants to see repeated. Recognition does not always have to be financial. A sincere thank you, public appreciation, development opportunity, or increased responsibility can make employees feel valued. Good recognition should be specific. Instead of saying well done, say what the employee did well, why it mattered, and how it helped the team or custom. For example, thank you for staying calm during that customer issue. The way you handled it protected the relationship and showed real professionalism. The fourth responsibility is involvement. People are more engaged when they feel included in decisions that affect their work. Involvement does not mean every decision must be made by committee. It means managers create space for employees to contribute ideas, highlight risks, and suggest improvements. Employees who do the work often understand the practical problems better than anyone else. A wise manager listens to the people closest to the process. When employees feel ignored, they may stop contributing. But when they feel heard, they are more likely to take ownership and support change. The fifth responsibility is fairness. Fairness is central to motivation because employees watch how managers allocate work, apply rules, recognize effort, and handle issues. If employees believe the manager has favorites, applies standards inconsistently, or ignores poor behavior from certain people, motivation can quickly decline. Fairness does not mean every employee gets exactly the same treatment in every situation. It means decisions are reasonable, explainable, consistent, and based on facts. A line manager should be able to explain why work is allocated, why decisions are made, and why standards are applied. Transparency strengthens trust. The sixth responsibility is workload and support. Motivation can be damaged when employees feel overwhelmed, unsupported, or constantly under pressure without help. A good line manager pays attention to workload balance. They notice when one person is carrying too much, when deadlines are unrealistic, or when the team needs additional support. High standards are important, but pressure without support leads to burnout, mistakes, and disengagement. Managers must balance accountability with care. Support may include removing barriers, clarifying priorities, redistributing work, providing tools, coaching employees, or escalating resource concerns. The seventh responsibility is connecting work to purpose. People are more motivated when they understand why their work matters. Purpose does not have to be complicated. It can be as practical as showing how the team's work supports customers, safety, quality, delivery, cost, community, or business performance. A warehouse team may support delivery reliability. A production team may protect quality and safety. A customer service team may protect trust. Every role has a purpose. Line managers should help employees see the connection between their daily tasks and the value those tasks create. The eighth responsibility is creating a positive team climate. Team climate is the emotional atmosphere of the team. It is how it feels to work under that manager and within that group. A positive team climate does not mean there are no targets, pressure, or difficult conversations. It means people can work hard in an environment of respect, clarity, and support. Managers shape climate through tone, behavior, and reaction. How they respond to mistakes, questions, complaints, and pressure affects the entire team. If a manager leads with fear, employees may hide problems. If a manager leads with respect and accountability, employees are more likely to speak up and improve. Psychological safety matters because employees need to feel safe to ask questions, admit mistakes, raise concerns, and suggest better ways of working. Now let us look at a simple engagement structure line managers can use. Communicate, listen, recognize, involve, support, connect, and follow up. First, communicate clearly. Make sure employees understand priorities, expectations, decisions, and changes. Second, listen actively. Give employees space to raise concerns, ask questions, and share ideas without fear of being dismissed. Third, recognize contribution. Notice effort, progress, and positive behavior, and acknowledge them in a specific and meaningful way. Fourth, involve the team. Ask for input before decisions where practical, especially when the decision affects how work is done. Fifth, provide support. Remove barriers, clarify priorities, balance workload, and help employees access the tools or guidance they need. Sixth, connect work to purpose. Help employees see how their work contributes to customers, team goals, and business performance. Seventh, follow up. Engagement is not built through one conversation. It is built through consistent action over time. Let us apply this to a practical example. Imagine a team has become quiet, less energetic, and less willing to contribute ideas during meetings. A poor response would be to accuse the team of being lazy, uninterested, or negative. This may make people withdraw even more. A better response is to investigate. The manager could ask, what has changed? Are people overloaded? Do they feel heard? Are priorities clear? Has recent change affected morale? The manager could hold a team conversation, listen to concerns, identify barriers, recognize effort, and agree practical actions to improve communication and support. This shows the team that the manager is not simply demanding more energy, but creating the conditions where people can contribute with confidence. Let us summarize. Line managers build engagement and motivation through communication, trust, recognition, involvement, fairness, workload support, purpose, and team climate. Engagement is not created by posters, slogans, or surveys alone. It is created through everyday leadership behavior. When line managers communicate clearly, listen actively, recognize effort, and treat people fairly, employees are more likely to feel valued, trusted, and motivated. HR can provide engagement tools, surveys, and programs. But line managers bring engagement to life through how they lead every day. In the next episode, we will focus on absence and well-being management for line managers. We will explore how managers can support employees, manage attendance fairly, and respond to early well-being concerns. Thank you for watching this episode of HR for Line Managers. If this video was helpful, like, subscribe, and share it with a manager, supervisor, or team leader who wants to build a more engaged and motivated team.